late. I hit the button already.
Good job. That's good broadcasting. That is good radio, sir.
That was not the belch of somebody who's sleepy. So wake up, little Susie, wake up.
So what you drinking tonight, Brian?
No, Brian, that's not going to cut it.
What's in your cup?
I need you to be more active and awake, please, sir.
I
Plot
think it's
twist.
time to identify it.
It's Modelo. Is what I'm It is the Mexican Coors Light, sir.
It is one step up from a white can with black letters on it. It just says beer.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, wake up, little Brian, wake up.
No.
Yes. We've both been sound asleep. Wake up, little Brian, and we. The movie's over, it's 4 o'clock, and we're in trouble deep. Wake up, little Brian. Wake up, little Brian. It's time to go home.
It's not time for the 50 radios channel. You're not going to listen to the oldies and goldies today, sir?
You mean music for dead people?
We are not going to listen to music for dead people at this hour.
You need to get yourself a mic arm, dude. That looks pretty dope. Sounds good, too.
The blue light blinking in my eyeball's kind of annoying.
It makes it look like you're doing some hardcore 1990s hacking.
Probably
hold on.
also
I gotta do it.
not good for your vision.
Ah, things fell.
Things fall apart.
Yeah.
I might as well start the stream.
Start the stream while I'm talking like Skeletor.
Hey, hold on, guys. I'm hacking. Let me hack this. Hold on, I'm hacking. Oh my god, just look how fast I'm hacking.
Oh my god.
As
Access
you're
denied,
researching-
access denied.
Wait. You gotta hack the password. You gotta hack the password.
It's gonna reveal it one character at a time.
Keep typing faster. If you type random keys faster, it'll automatically reveal the password.
So I told one of my coworkers that I don't think she works at all. So every time I walk past her now, she does the.
Does she have long fingernails? Because she could just use them to kind of tap on the keys.
She does, and it makes the tappity tap noise, and it's fantastic.
Man, we had a manager in my department at one point. She sounded like she hated that keyboard. I mean, I've never heard anybody type harder in my life.
You haven't
She's
heard
a
me
fast
type.
typist, but she had like 2-inch long nails in addition to that. So I don't know how she managed to, because these are mechanical keyboards, she managed to depress the keys without depressing adjacent keys. But she couldn't obviously avoid the clacking, and it sounded like she was pounding on her desk. I can't do it right now because I don't have a detached microphone, but woof, let me tell you.
I do not understand women with those long nails, but that's because I bite my fingernails.
Oh, she
So-
said on the Twitch stream.
It's a habit that a lot of people have.
Yeah, wait, are we supposed to be embarrassed about biting nails?
I got my
No.
nails. Not really proud of it, but I do.
Talk about nail biting. Hello, how's it going?
Oh god, no!
Okay, I'm not that bad.
Ah!
Here's the next 3.
Oh god, it's like... that one's like...
Thumb,
It's not as bad, but it's almost like that scene in Black Swan.
thumb that has blood underneath it. You see him?
Guys, you know the scene in Black Swan I'm talking about, you guys?
I actually haven't seen Black Swan.
Okay. Don't see that scene in Black Swan.
Yeah, I was not really planning on seeing the movie anytime soon. Possibly
Anybody
ever.
knows what I'm talking about, they're... Oh god, no!
It's smiling
Oh.
at you. Look, Alex, it likes you.
Oh, like... Don't do that to yourself, man. That's too much.
Yeah, see, I usually avoid
This was actually
anything that causes blood.
this was actually mechanical in nature. It didn't have anything to do with me.
Oh, okay.
It got
All right.
caught on
I was gonna say, like, how can you be by the you've run out of nail to bite, sir?
it got ripped off by a mandolin, so I have to stay away from those.
My dad ground off half of his middle finger with a router.
Ground off half. How do you get that far without noticing? Like, oh wow, something's hurting. I don't know what. I don't know what's happening, but oh geez, oh no, my finger.
Dan, what happened was there was a knot in the wood, and he wasn't taking proper safety precautions for guiding it, and it caught his hand and dragged it into the pit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he noticed.
Mom
I
didn't
just don't think there was
realize
much you could do
how.
about
Yeah,
it.
Mom didn't realize how bad it was at first when he came in to the house, and I stayed home while she and Evan went to the emergency room with him because I just couldn't handle that.
So you flick people off like this?
His nickname at one
Oh.
of the plants, because he went down to one of the plants in Mexico that they're the guys or something. But yeah, they did mention something about him being able to insult you even worse because it's only half of the finger.
Oh. When you don't care enough to send the very best. Are we live, Alex?
Oh yeah, we've been for a while.
Oh, that's
They
excellent.
saw
news.
all your horrible nails.
Oh, gross.
The very beginning of it, because I paused it as soon as it loaded, and that is one of Dan's nails.
Dope.
No, disturbing. Do we have a
Okay, so
computer
keeping with the 50s theme from earlier before we started broadcasting, good golly, Miss Molly, it is the Strangers with Dice podcast. I am your host and dungeon master this week. My name is Danny Clicks. With me, as always, is our good friend, Alex Wickersham.
I have friends.
I like to-
thought we were your friends.
Yeah, I
That's my goof. That's my goof, guys.
Oh, gosh, wow, talk about falling flat on your
God.
face. Brian, save him!
I just wanted to say hi to everybody, and I hope you all have a wonderful day out there today.
Oh, okay, Delilah, thanks for that. Leanne?
Leanne's doing a puzzle.
Wow.
That's not a puzzle.
It's a ball made of puzzle pieces.
That's a thing.
It's a puzzle ball.
I saw Leanne studying this for quite a while earlier, and I had no idea what it was. I still don't believe it's a real thing. I don't know what she's doing. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Peter, hireable middle name, Rebecca.
Danny forgot Peter's AFK.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think Peter was back yet, Dan.
Awesome.
Yeah, you kind of jumped the gun on the intro there, buddy.
Well, fuck me running.
That would be impressive, actually.
I'm back.
You have an and
Hey.
last but certainly not least, Peter, hireable middle name, Rebecca.
Hello.
No goof?
Dan forgot you were gone.
I just got here.
Oh, I forgot you were gone.
Oh. Oh.
Well, Peter's here,
Alright.
everybody. Hi, Twitch.
Hey, Twitch.
Hello.
Peter, you're lucky you missed Dan showing off his horrible bitten nails.
It wasn't bitten.
At least it's not that other thing you showed off that one time.
My pangus.
That is better.
How about my pangus, everybody?
Or your feet.
What
Yeah,
is?
too.
I don't understand. Like, I still am super confused about that. I showed my feet, and like, I come back and everybody's like, "Don't do that again." People have like foot fetish. Like, I have disgusting, gross man hobbit feet. Why would anybody give a shit?
Hey man, I don't know. I don't speak for the feet.
Because
Not in the
honestly,
foot community.
in that kind of thing, they can't just ban people.
No, and they don't.
Yeah.
But actually, they can though. They have banned people for showing.
No, what I was saying was they can't just ban the girls with the feet, they've got to ban all of the feet.
Right. Well, I mean, they don't have to ban all of the feet because it's
If
not
they're
actually an
going
official
to
rule.
ban the feet, yeah. If they're going to ban
Because
the
it's
feet.
content copywritten by Quentin Tarantino.
There you go.
There's my dude.
I love it, but seriously, dude, why? I don't understand. Like,
Because I guess there were foot fetish people who were specifically doing it. Who were specifically showing their feet on the stream to make money.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, if anybody gets turned on by my feet, I'm sorry.
That's
move
right.
along.
Capitalocracy stream. There's a chance of seeing feet. Stay tuned.
Except we warned him against it, so probably not anymore. Hopefully.
That's right. You guys haven't seen Mapangus since you told me you saw it before.
That wasn't on the stream.
It wasn't on the stream.
Thank God. Oh my God.
Yeah, don't go trolling through Alex's. Don't go trolling through Cap's archives looking for Mapangus because it's not there.
We were done streaming at that point.
This is
Yeah,
the
we were.
stellar focus that you've known to come to love.
Worst
That's
webcam
right.
discipline
Strangers
ever.
with Diets.
We are professionals who don't get paid to play D&D
And don't
for the
publish
pleasure
things.
of no people. We will eventually, I promise. I promise.
Ah,
Okay.
yes. Promise.
So,
I like promises too.
yeah. Do we want to redo the intro?
No, we're
Nah.
good.
No, that stays.
Brent says
Stays.
no. All right. Well, I can edit around it.
If it ever gets
Your place for D&D
Ew.
and foot fetish banter.
Ugh, God, Alex, you're gonna make me throw up. Okay. So, let's. Okay. First of all, I want to ask, who remembers what went down last week?
No idea.
I do.
Weren't you asleep, Brian?
Nope, not last week.
He
Not
was
last week.
chugging coffee last week, hardcore. It was awesome. Anybody want to volunteer to give us a recap?
We killed things.
We got
Okay.
punked.
Then we got punked.
I got paid.
Then we got paid.
Leanne, why don't you give us a recap from last week? Would you please, my dear?
Okay, we started off right outside of the clearing after Master Elfie guy, whose name I forget off the top of my head.
Master Sylvanwood.
Master Sylvanwood, after he dissolved the thing and everything.
Master
And-
Elvenly.
There was a
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, the table. I was just not coming up with the word.
Yeah,
And
Tibble
then-
hired us to get a berry.
Yeah, then we headed off to go find the dark fairies with our priest boy in the lead, and he did not do the best survival check, so we got ambushed by some blight things with some tentacles and some spiny needle stuff. But we beat them. That was good. Let's see. Then
You crossed the river
Oh,
of
yeah. We
inches
crossed
of
the
depth.
river, which was really, really easy, but we all were very careful about it.
Nobody
Yeah.
decided to look and see how deep it was. It was like an inch and a half deep.
I was being careful. You can never tell. We've lived up in trees all our lives.
Fair.
Then we made it to this clearing that was perfectly circular, and it had this bush in the middle of it with what appeared to be blueberries, and they were giving off a desecrated feel, or a taint, you might say, as as evidenced by our paladin who cast he did his divine sense on them.
He used his taint touch.
Yeah. And then we went up, and Chemo found what I'm assuming is probably the one true dark fairy, but he did not tell us that. And our priest boy ate a bunch of the berries, and we brought them all back, and we gave
Brought a
the
branch?
branch. Yeah, we brought, okay, not the entire bush, but we brought a large number of berries back and gave them to the general. And he's like, "Are you sure these are dark berries?" And we're like, "Yep, they're totally dark berries. They were painted." And he gave us money. Oh, yes. And Master Sylvanwood suddenly did like plot, freeze time, and he stole the dark berry from him.
Yes, he reached into Sir Hemo Interest's backpack with a spectral hand and removed the dark berry, and then melted into the woods.
Yeah,
I believe
it disappeared.
that is
he
where.
used plot powers.
That happened before we finished our conversation with the general, and he gave us more money than we expected to have, especially me. So I'm happy.
I believe there were some checks involved with that.
Yeah, but I didn't do that well on my check.
Okay. So you are standing on the road that leads away from Ilmapu. In front of you is General Christy Flores, to whom you have given the branch of, quote, dark berries that Eldinder gorged himself on because he spectacularly failed in some checks. So much so that I took control of his character and made him eat a shit ton of them. As it turns out, they're not poisonous or anything. As far as you know.
Delicious.
And it's probably because those weren't actually dark berries, I
Put
assume.
it in a muffin.
I
So
want each muffin to have this in the exact same number of dark berries.
good times. Time has been unfrozen. You all heard Master Sylvanwood as he was appearing before you in almost spectral form. Say, Brian is not listening, so I'll wait for him to put it back on. I'm gonna have to edit around this part. And he said,
Bonk.
Alex, can you hear? I heard a thong.
Yeah, I can
Sweet.
hear.
He said, as below, so now above, as he melted back into the forest. So, General Christie, your deal having been fulfilled, he says, well, lad, you fulfilled your end of the bargain. He's specifically talking to Thaddeus, whose lower third is off, curiously.
My lower third doesn't work. I don't know about Alex's.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. So he says to Thaddeus, he says, well, lad, you've fulfilled your end of the bargain. You want me to remove that marker?
Yes, please.
Quite right. And I'll have that hand then. He holds his hand out. You place your hand in his, and he removes the same coin that he pressed into your hand from before from a pouch, turns it over, presses it into your hand. As he does so, the glowing sigil is thus removed from your hand, leaving a slight imprint of where the glowing sigil was. So you can still sort of see it in your hand, however, it's no longer glowing. And it's not pronounced, but you can still, you know it's there. You know, if you run your fingers across it, you'd be able to feel where the sigil once was.
May I ask you,
Sure, lad.
where did that coin come from?
Well, it came from King Mawson.
Do you know its origin? Do you know where he came by it? Is it a Velven make?
I think so. The way I figure it, as I look at it, it's got elven writing on it, and you're elves, and it's my job to track all the elves what are coming out of Ilmapu and whatnot. So I figure, yeah, it's probably elvish. Elven. How do you say that then?
It's contextual. Anyway,
Right, so I figure it's elven. In make. He places
yes. Okay.
He places it in kind of a pouch that's sort of strung across his chest. as we get a sweeping shot of Leanne's den.
Yeah, I have to put the puzzle out.
And she's wearing a Legend of Zelda shirt.
Yes, I am.
Right, well, if there'll be no further questions,
Is
I'll
there
just-
is there a city nearby, a place where we might be able to find perhaps a university, a historian, a library?
well,
Do
not
you
really.
have those things? No, of course you wouldn't. Do you have any kind of men of learning at all? Does such a thing exist? I know you're rather I don't want to say savage. I don't want to say barbarian. I know you're rather traditional. Yes.
Well, there's a holdfast up the road. What's meant to guard against anything what's coming out of Ilmapu that might be of ill intent. Beyond that, you've got Blue Lake. And beyond that, you've got
or perhaps ruins, historical sites, places where elves used to live before the war?
well, no, I don't know much about that. Most of the elves lived in the northern part of the country.
And
We're
who
quite
might
far
know
south.
about that?
Well, you could try the capital city of Gorland. Gorland, Gorland, for those of you who are keeping notes. Capital city of Gorland.
Could you spell that one more time? I didn't have my notes. up at the time.
Gorland.
Okay. It was the beginning part I didn't get.
And where might that be? Could you point it
Well-
out on our map?
Your map only shows the immediate region,
Right. Okay. So
so no.
okay.
But if you follow the road,
Follow
it'll
the only
lead-
road.
Well, right, it will lead you straight to the capital. All roads lead to Gorland, we like to say. But if you follow this road in particular, you reach the Holdfast, then Blue Lake, then Gorland on the other side of Blue Lake,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where King Morsand is. That's why we call it a capital. You see, we've got lots of cities, right, but only one capital.
We know what a capital is.
Well, I only thought that because you only have one city, you wouldn't understand the concept of a capital.
We still have history of the time before.
When he says capital, I think he means sort of a place where the chieftain of the human tribes lives.
Like I said, we know what a capital is.
Right. Well, he's not. He probably won't take too kindly to being called chieftain. He's your lord now that you're out of Ilmapu, and his name is King Morsand.
Oh, okay. Yes. Very well. Very well.
Samuel. King Samuel Morsand.
Somehow I doubt he would appreciate us calling him Samuel.
Well, probably, but I'm one of his most trusted advisors. I can call him Samuel all day. By the way, Thaddeus, is it?
Yes.
What happened
Sorry,
to
I
your...
actually misunderstood you. I thought you said Elias. I'm like, whose character is that?
Oh. Thaddeus, is it? Where's your weapon? He looks down at your kind of scabbard that you've got.
Is my weapon missing?
Yeah, you failed to retrieve it.
I failed to. When did I fail to retrieve it?
Pretty sure you threw it.
I don't think he threw it.
I've got in my notes right here. Thaddeus did not retrieve his weapon.
Okay,
think
that would be a javelin then.
He plunged
Oh.
it into the spectator, I think.
Yeah, javelins are different. It's
I
not his
don't-
main weapon.
I believe you threw a javelin.
No, I threw javelins because you don't throw long swords.
Long swords are not meant for throwing.
either throw
You're
it or you,
actually
like,
not
plunged
good
it
at it.
I'm going to have to go back and review the archive, but it says here you did not retrieve your weapon. I take poor notes, but I
I'm
take
sure it
important
was a
notes.
javelin. He wouldn't have thrown a long sword.
Well, let's hope we don't meet up with any combat, because until I figure it out, you're weaponless.
Okay.
Beyond your sidearms. And weren't you given, like, a fucking cool-ass sword? That could do cool shit? Who got the sword of, like, rest or whatever?
That was Brian, I think.
Cool. What were you given as your gift there,
Me?
Thaddeus?
Oh, that.
I don't remember because that was when I had the trouble with my character sheet.
Son of a bitch!
But I remember it wasn't a weapon.
Was it a shield? Do you use shields?
Brian, did you make any notes on the gifts?
I only recorded
No,
one.
not on the gifts. I did it
We'll
on
check
my
later.
character sheet, not on anyone else.
Did somebody get, like, healing thing? Like a healing thing?
That might have been what Alex got. Unless it was Peter, I don't know, but he might still have.
Oh, I got this. Alex, you have a sword of sharpness. Its edge is so sharp it can cut most things, but not all.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes, that's just a regular fucking sword. There you go.
No, that's not it.
Shit, that wasn't right. You
No,
have
Peter-
armor of the metal, which is like, it's armor, but it's made of metal, so it's slightly better than armor that's not.
Yes, and it is also magnetic, leading you to believe that it's iron in make. No, Peter got the sensor. Leanne
yeah.
got
The Satchel of Entrance.
Satchel of Entrance, cool. Brian got Sword of Rest. I know I notated this somewhere, I just don't know where. You got some kind of, like, healing, like, expendable item.
Oh, it was like a one-time super potion or something, wasn't it?
It might have been. God damn it. Shit! Gotta
I'll
take
check
my
later.
notes. Yeah. Anyway. Well then, if there'll be no more business here, I think we've concluded. Best of luck in all your travels and your quests. I'm going to go and find Master Sylvanwood. He'll be right pleased to see these, I'm sure.
Yes.
He holds up the dark berries.
Sure about that.
And
Could you possibly do us a favor?
well, depends on what the favor is.
Gosh, I don't suppose humans would be advanced enough to have a postal service.
Well, yeah, we've got a postal service, of course.
Very
How
well.
do you
We
think
shall
I get updates from my family out here in the wilderness?
Very well. You know where we're going. After you speak with Master
I don't know
Sylvanwood
where you're going, actually. It's none of my business.
to the city that.
Right, you
You
asked me
got you.
where things were.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
told-
Okay. Yes.
I
I
told
think.
Nova you're going
Well,
there.
let me confer with. We should go to the city, right? Yes.
To do what, mate?
I'm conferring with my compatriots
Oh,
here.
okay, sorry.
I mean, that only makes sense. They might have information there.
Well, obviously the king lives there, and we may need to introduce ourselves to the king or usurp him. But say hi. Would be nice.
Could I just interject with some DM knowledge that you guys may have overlooked?
I think we were told to go see the king.
I think that you're all supposed to be being tracked, and you're not.
Yeah. So maybe not go see the king. But the elves, the Elven King did tell us, or someone in Omabu told us to go see the king.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be being tracked, and you're not.
Yeah, but that just means we don't have to report to the king. I think the big city's still our best chance of getting information.
It could be.
Anyway, if you
Look,
would,
this is an open world action RPG. You go for it.
And the general was okay with us not being tracked, so we are totally in the clear.
yeah, we'll just
I
blame
am
him.
not saying that this is necessarily true out of character, but that should be the case.
Yeah, we'll just say he said it was cool. I mean,
I want to figure out what
agreed to it.
I kind of want to figure out what Sylvanwood was doing and why he
Took the
stopped
dark
us.
berries
Took
for
the
us.
are you saying this in character, like to?
Right in front of the general.
Well, I mean, we could whisper, we could confer,
Yeah, no, you
right?
guys,
We
you
can
guys
talk
are like
in Elven.
huddling, talking in Elven. That
Yeah,
clearly this guy
that'll-
doesn't understand because he can't read the fucking coin. Sorry, more DM hints.
You know, spell speaking in Elven, like, yeah, we should figure out what that guy was doing because as below, now above, or something, that to me implies that he might try to bring the blight into Omapu.
And honestly, he was just kind of shady in general.
Yeah. And also, he froze us with magic and stole something that has blight on it, so we should probably find him and do things to
And-
his
Do you have a suggestion?
We should do things to his corpse after we kill him.
a little bit.
You do you. I'm not getting involved.
Do you have a way to find him? I know that as a half elf, my magic is clearly inferior.
Know very little about it. Any kind of tracking. I grew up in a monastery.
There's something I should inform you of.
Alright.
When I was marked with the coin, I had a vision of a great battlefield,
Oh.
the cave, where there was an elven wizard.
Huh.
I have a feeling that if we could find this place, perhaps we could find Sylvanwood.
Alright. Makes sense.
Which is why I want to go to the city, so
Alright.
that we can at least attempt to find some kind of map, or I know humans have very short memory and very little understanding of history, but perhaps we can find this this place.
Alright.
Do
Perhaps
keep
we can
records
find an-
sometimes.
What?
An old elven library or something. I have a feeling that this was a vision from the past, or the future, or I don't know.
You had a vision. I get you. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And the words on the coin, the words that were imprinted on. Well, here, read them. You can still kind of see them.
I do, so... fuck do they actually say?
Alex is gonna have to tell you what it says.
I'm
Damn it,
reading
I have
it.
to open Skype for that.
Oh, okay.
Do you have
Oh,
it
but
more
Alex,
handy?
I'm gonna make you say it for the eventual audio audience.
Okay. Do you have it? Do you have the text handy, or should I open it in Skype?
Do I? No, I've got it.
Okay. Well, I'm opening Skype now on you.
So
Will
you guys
someone
should do
tell me
that.
what it freaking says?
Yeah,
Hang on.
think
I'm
he was-
opening Skype. I'm opening
I-
Skype. Give it a
Yeah,
second.
I think he was asking you to just give it to him so he could read it, since you've already given it.
No, it's
to
in
him
his
once.
But I
Skype.
got it. I got it here in Skype. Okay.
Yeah, that's not great.
Okay.
Dude, you're not seeing anything. Those are my shorts.
All right. I'm gonna read
Red
it. Everyone, shut
underwear, Dan. Red underwear.
It's not red underwear, dude. Those are the trim of my shorts.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
that's all.
hush.
Okay. It says, "As below, so now above. The slow doom creeps on twisting vines. This peace accord struck not of love. The Shaper's folly all magic confines. Through this seal the iron glove, with iron glove, till endeth all the elven lines.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad.
That's not ominous at all.
Little bit not good.
Wait a minute. Isn't Master Elvenwood a shaper?
Yeah, Sylvanwood. Yeah.
Sylvanwood.
Master
Yeah.
Elvenleaf. Yes.
Master Plot.
Master Taintwood.
Ooh. Oh.
Master Taint Face.
Master Taintbush.
Yeah, let's go murder him with
gusto.
with men and magic. He will die.
Also, we
So
might.
this is
Yeah. Also,
So I'm
we
hoping Alex
might-
posted this in Skype for all of you to see.
Nope.
So above, blah blah blah, Taint would kill him.
Wait. Okay.
Can I roll like history or religion or something to maybe recognize this passage? To perhaps know a bit more about what it's referring to? Or should I wait until we have further resources?
You can do whatever you want.
Well,
This is
Can I roll
D&D.
it?
Fucking, this is the infinite imagisphere of
alright,
words.
then I will roll it. Oh, I actually rolled pretty good. It's a 16 history and or religion.
No.
Okay. Hooray.
Sorry. Hooray. It was a quite high check. You would not. There's no way.
Okay.
This would have been... I mean, this knowledge, for obvious reasons, would have been kept very secret by a very select group. I think you can probably infer which group. Of which you did not have much contact in your studies. And by much, I mean any.
Okay. It seems
What-
to be referring to the Shapers. I'm going to guess that it's part of their whole organization. It's going to take a wild guess that Sylvanwood was referencing the berry, and that the tangled vines mean the city, and obviously elven lives, etc. So yeah, we should find him. Let's go to a city and figure out where your vision leads, since that's kind of our only lead. Oh, actually, I could ask this guy. Excuse me, sir.
Right, yeah.
Do you know where Master Sylvanwood lives?
Lives. Well,
Where does he
Could you give us
frequent?
a photo of him, and can you write a list of his fears on the back?
Yes,
right, yeah, and also his weaknesses. Would you like that?
Yes.
ideally.
Yes. And his
Okay.
social security number as well.
Okay, so he's got a piece of parchment out and he's writing things down. And would you also like to know his closest family members, just in case?
Oh yes, in case we need to get in touch.
Of course, yeah.
So
I'm
there are
guessing
more
it's something
elves
like
out
birch,
here?
willow,
I'm
Right,
sure
nope.
he's being sarcastic.
ash,
Okay, no problem. He turns the paper around and says, "Fuck you."
oak. Alright,
No, it doesn't
so
really.
you don't know then.
No, none of that
That's
happens.
an awful long time for fuck you.
He wrote it in Orcish.
Well, you know the humans.
They have 20
I
words
mean,
for fuck you.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed he can write it all.
Oh my god,
So
dude.
impressive.
Dude's turned from Uncle Tom to like, I'm fucking better than everybody that's not an elf.
Anyway, do you know where Master Sylvanwood puts down stakes?
Right, well, normally he's in our camp, what's in the forest, but I'm not at liberty to take you there, I'm afraid.
Do you guys just camp in the forest forever?
Well, for our tour of duty, it's normally 6 months to a year. I've been here 3 years.
You need to
But we
spend there
tend
the
to
entire
rotate
time?
out, and of course, for safety reasons, we don't keep camp in one place for very long at a time.
I see. Okay. He doesn't frequent anywhere else?
Not as far as I know. My orders are to keep with Master Sylvanwood. so that he can treat with people what are leaving El Mapu because he's an elf and I'm not, and you elves tend to be a bit hoity-toity about humans and whatnot. Right, so he's our liaison of sorts. I'm sorry, liaison means he sort of...
We know what a liaison
You're
is.
misunderstanding. It's not that we don't treat you as below being an elf, it's just that we're better than you.
Shimo, that's the same thing.
Oh.
Right, he's getting squinty-eyed at this point. Right.
Anyways,
Maybe we should be
I mean,
done.
I could take you to our current camp. That's certainly no problem.
I thought you just said you couldn't do that.
Well, I couldn't show you around to all of our camps.
Oh, okay.
Somehow I doubt
Did
it's
I
gonna
just
be
say
there.
that?
We would
Yeah,
very
you just
much-
said you're not at liberty
Yeah.
to show us
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm gonna
Well, we
stick
would
with
very much like to.
I mean,
speak
it
with Mr.
doesn't...
Silverwood. Would it be possible for you to go find him? Perhaps we could wait here.
Well, we already asked him to, like, summon Sylvanwood, and he didn't come.
Yeah,
That happened last
I
time.
don't think we're gonna find him.
I mean, I could go. Certainly, we could try and go back to camp. He'll probably turn up eventually.
Oh, so
We
he's not, like,
generally-
actually part of your little
Right,
military?
yeah. Of course. Well, I mean, he's not part of the military. He's an elf. So, he's got his orders, I've got mine. But, I
But
could...
when someone in your group disappears, surely you go and look for them.
Well, when it's Master Sylvanwood, you see, he, like I said, he's got his orders and I've got mine.
Now, I thought you said before that Master Silverwood was a good friend of the king.
Well, he's a close advisor to the king, of course, when it comes to matters of El Mapu.
Absolutely, and as a close advisor of the king, he's never been to the capital then, is that right?
No, of course he's been to the
Oh,
capital.
so he's only been to the camp and the capital and everywhere in between, hmm?
Like I said,
So he could be
Sir.
literally anywhere and you have no idea.
right, as I said, sir, he's got his orders and I've got mine.
Alright. But you, like, keep tabs on him? Do you know where he might frequent sometimes?
It's not my job to keep tabs on Master Sylvanwood, I'm afraid.
I thought you just said it was.
No, it didn't.
He said it was his job to, like, keep up with Master Sylvanwood.
To, like, protect him, he's the liaison.
Okay.
No,
But he's got his
How would you
orders. Like, if he
protect him if you
goes
don't
away,
know?
then... Look, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put this in sort of plain terms.
He's not gonna help us.
Okay.
General... Well, it's not... He's not trying to
Okay,
be...
not on purpose. He won't be able to help us.
Yeah.
His job is to, when there are elves coming out of El Mapu, the general initiates contact. Sylvanwood acts as a liaison because he is an elf, and elves are more likely to take to elves, right? But General Christie also understands that Master Sylvanwood has his orders, whatever they are, from the king, and if he disappears for a few days, General Christie's assumption is that he's doing whatever his orders are to do. And it's not his job to go track him down. It's his job to make sure that when he's around, he is not made dead by other bad people.
Alright.
Does that
Master
make more sense?
Silverwood's his own man.
Okay, so where does Sylvanwood live?
Right, well, Sylvanwood made camp with us last in the woods. The place I'm not at liberty to take you.
And where does he live the rest of the time?
Well, I don't know that.
You don't know. Well, when
I would assume, right, well, you seem a trustworthy lot, and you've done us a service by bringing us this here berry, berry branch. There's a lot of berries on there. Master Silverwood said he only needed one. He'll be really happy to get this.
I will surreptitiously lick my lips.
Mm-hmm.
could you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to march towards the capital.
Right, do you remember the name of the capital?
Gornwood.
I'm
Or
messing with you.
Gorland.
Gorland, yeah.
I had not looked at my notes yet. at that point.
Yeah, nice. Leanne just picked that up off the dome piece. I like it.
We're going to head towards the capital.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
He's puffing on his pipe.
would you kindly do you have any men who can travel fast? I mean, I'd hate to. I don't imagine they could travel as fast as us. But do you have runners? Do you have people on horses, perhaps, you could send with a message?
Right, we ain't got no horses, but we've got fast men, that's for sure.
Well, when Sylvanwood gets back, could you send word to us? We'll be on the road, heading towards Gorland.
One moment.
We'd like to
Sorry.
take this time now to talk about our sponsors. Your favorite brand of laundry detergent. That is what we're brought to you by this week. So go
Actually,
ahead.
we're brought to you
Shout
by
out.
MeUndies. MeUndies underwear is the most comfortable you will ever
Except
wear.
we are
It's made of
not-
sustainably sourced modal, which is 2 times softer than cotton. It's incredible. You've never felt anything like MeUndies, and if you use the offer code BOMBCAST at checkout, wrong podcast.
And we are not sponsored by anybody, and besides
we're not
MeUndies,
sponsored by
I have issues with because they don't come in my size.
Oh, sorry.
They are sorely lacking in the plus size women's department.
Oh dear. I wasn't aware. Sorry.
And for the record, fuck you anybody who comments on fat girls.
Oh yeah, that's a good fuck you to have.
In advance, fuck you.
Yep.
Yeah, like a preemptive fuck you is a good thing. Okay. So General Christie says, right, yeah, well, I mean, sure, I don't think he'll have a problem with that.
Very well.
But you do realize that essentially would mean one of my runners carrying sensitive information about what amounts to very high-value troop movements. I mean,
Do they
Our
not
runners always
typically?
doing that.
well, not quite as high value as a very close advisor to the king.
Just the camp that he goes to.
Well, not even the camp
Well,
that he goes
they move.
to.
Yeah, they move the.
We're not asking for the location of the camp, just if he shows back up.
That's true. True enough. True enough.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. When he arrives back at the camp, what moves and that you could not possibly locate, unless you were amazing trackers, we'll send word to you that he's back.
Oh god, I keep wanting to do clever things, but it's not in my character.
Do it. You've been looking down your nose at this human for the last 45 minutes.
Oh no, I'm doing that's in character. That's in character.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that is totally in character.
Because if I am a self-hating half-elf, then humans are even worse. I mean, finally, someone I can look down on. You know?
Oh, so you're taking full advantage of that. How dare you
Exactly.
even look at me?
Anywho, which way is the way to the nearest burg?
Well, it's up this very well carved out and paved. Well, not paved, but it's up this road.
No,
It's a
excellent.
yellow dirt road. Not quite brick.
Huh.
But yellow
So anyway,
nonetheless.
the clever thing I would have done is been like, well, if he, it's an elven thing. We have to make sure that he's okay. Like, we need to.
We're worried about him.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could get away with saying that anyway.
Worried about him. He's stopping time and taking berries and quoting poetry.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
put
but
a
my
spell
character's
on
not-
you, but you
I'm not
guys
playing my
totally-
character as a good liar, so.
So a little bit of DM knowledge. Are you guys curious as to why you were able to see him, but General Christie seems oblivious?
I'm gonna guess something about Elf.
Okay, cool. There you go.
Maybe magic.
Yeah. I was going to assume if it wasn't Elf, it was because he deliberately wanted us to see him.
Or we had the Darkberry, or other stuff. Who knows? From
Some
the
kind of magic thing.
Point is, we were
plot.
curious.
Because PCs.
Well, I don't really have any way of knowing. I don't think so. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna ask the question
that's-
until it comes up.
Not really my thing.
I'm just throwing it out there because I wrote it down.
Well,
Oh.
Well, maybe we can figure it out.
It's
sometime.
okay, that you can read the thing if you want.
It's because you're elves.
Okay.
Okay, so Peter was right.
that was easy.
Yeah, but I did write it down.
It's okay.
You know what I named the stream, Denny?
What'd you name the stream?
Yo, dog, I heard you like elves.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
off.
saw that.
I like elves.
No, that's a shame.
Well, you're an ass.
Yeah, but so are elves. I'm role playing.
It's okay to
Hey.
like elves.
I'm role playing, guys. Anyway, you've been, and then Beldinder's gonna start walking down the road.
Yeah. You've been.
It's been real.
Thank you for the payment.
The
We're going
payment.
to be now
Right.
going now.
Well, thanks for the the package. Thanks for this.
Hey, welcome for the Darkberries, bye!
No, not that.
Enjoy-
What's a darkberry? I don't
enjoy
know
the
what that
darkberry.
is. Puts the twig in his backpack.
Indeed, it was not the dark berries. I mumbled to myself.
Oh, my alarm's going off. Sorry.
Game time.
Apparently, I set my alarm for 7:15 p.m. instead of a.m.
Oh, I do that all the time. Well, not for 7:15. Because-
Whatever.
I don't wake up at 7:15 a.m. ever unless
There's a 7:15 in the morning. All right. So you guys are continuing up the road. So let's recap what we have. We know that the humans have camps that they keep among the forests surrounding Amapu. They must be in close proximity to the road because they have to be able to meet anybody who's departing Amapu, and they're not 100% sure when they're going to be out at any given time. But we know that the camps move from time to time. We know that Master Sylvanwood comes and goes kind of as he pleases, mostly because General Christie assumes he has orders, and Master Sylvanwood has his orders, and since he's a close advisor to the king, if Master Sylvanwood goes somewhere, it must be because Master Sylvanwood has orders to go somewhere. He
Well,
has,
allegedly.
yeah,
and
he
it's
has,
totally not because Master Sylvanwood's shady as fuck.
right. He has foregone the standard procedure of marking you for tracking on the condition that you bring him a Darkberry, which you have done.
Which we have quote done.
Well, yeah, which you have done as far as
We've
he's
done it,
concerned.
and we've done it.
Yeah, you've received payment for return of the Darkberries, and in fact, you brought him a whole twig, woof, or a whole branch of Darkberries. Yeah,
Whole fork of dark berries.
yeah. And you are now heading up the road towards what will be a holdfast.
Yes.
Merrily you march along, la 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 la. You reach the gates of the holdfast, and you are ordered to hold fast there.
No, it's aptly named.
No, it's right there. Heh.
So you travel a few days, by the way. I said a few days, uneventfully, meaning spell slots, HP, everything, it's all back.
Yay.
I
God,
see you standing up like a
did anyone
filthy
else
fucking
feel
elf.
Did anyone else feel like we were part of a montage? I feel like we just had a journey montage. Nothing happened.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I found these cool butterflies.
That was part of the montage.
Oh, But
Wait, Peter, tell me about the butterflies.
they're dead.
Oh.
But wait, how are they
Not
cool then?
dead.
They're cool as in cold, dead. Get it? They're not generating heat anymore.
Cooling.
So you approach a large stone structure.
It was a
there
wacky
are
bit of
battlements.
hijinks where I pushed someone into some horse poop on accident.
Oh yeah, no, you trip Hemo
I was
Interest.
adjusting my bag.
Sir Hemo Interest has been tripped and he has fallen into a mud puddle. And he's angry at first, but when he makes eye contact with you, you both kind of do the head tilt and smile thing and like that.
In the next panel, we're running from an Atyag that was making that mud pit his home.
Right. Yep. No, it's a mud troll. It's a mud troll.
We happen upon a delightful riverboat. And then the next panel, the riverboat's on fire, and we're making our way away from it nervously.
Oh, the hijinks of Sir Hemo Interest and Deldinder. Her now best friends.
Hooray!
You guys are BFFs. You guys get into all kinds of hijinks together. Whatever. So you were approaching
Hemo
this
teaches me how to
large.
skateboard.
No, dude, this is
I teach him how to talk to girls.
I can't imagine Hemo knowing how to skateboard.
Well, that's the twist.
Yeah,
See,
he does now.
During our Punk Kids sports movie, I get challenged to a tournament, and I don't know how to skateboard. But when I finally open up to my friend Hemo about my insecurities,
Wait, hang on. Do we now have a skateboarding training montage within our montage?
yes,
We have montageception?
It goes so fast we don't understand what just happened, but he's skateboarding.
But you guys are both super good skateboarders now.
Yeah.
So I want you to make a note.
As all elves are, just look at Legolas.
Yeah, you guys. He's a shield boarder, dude. Go
Oh my
ahead and
god.
put in your inventory that you
That
guys have
was so stupid.
skateboards.
I now have proficiency in the skateboard.
Yeah, always wanted skateboard.
So that was very creative, and I was entertained by it. You both get a point of inspiration for your montage.
I would like to state for the record that I said almost nothing.
Doesn't
Hooray.
matter.
Correct.
Hooray!
Doesn't matter. Don't care.
Teamwork!
Woo!
Hey,
Team game.
Thaddeus and Raynor.
Mm-hmm.
What does your
Hello.
montage involve? Are you just like covering your eyes and shaking your head at these two?
Oh, I definitely am
Upstarts.
doing that.
What a pair of goofballs!
I can't see Thaddeus doing that personally, but I definitely
No, I'm just watching them with like
rapt
like
attention.
giant anime eyes, just like
Are you doing the oh senpai thing?
yeah.
with the little tear that's at the corner of the
Yeah,
eyeball? Yeah. And it's just quivering slightly.
I like
Love it.
to imagine Leanne's character, whose name I've already forgotten.
Raynor.
Raynor. There we go. Every panel that he's in just has him with like a cup of coffee, desperately trying to stay awake during elf times.
Oh yes. Well, we have another half elf with us.
Yeah, but you know,
Wait, did we establish?
don't you want to pull your cover?
Push himself
friend?
until he's dead.
Yeah, the only time you guys are able to sleep are when the other elves are meditating, and you like have to wake each other up. Like, are they up? Are they up? Go check. Go check.
Except he doesn't know that I'm a half elf either.
Raynor's
Yeah, I'm
scanned-
just
No, we've set up like this system of taking watch during like 8-hour periods, and Raynor so far has been able to scam both me and Hemo every time, saying that he's taken like first watch or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I like that.
I
Peter
I
had
like
given
the-
Raynor a point of inspiration.
ooh, yeah.
it's just like I like to meditate laying down, guys.
I like
That's
to
just how I like
I
to do it.
like
fan fiction.
I like privacy when I am meditating. Thank you.
That's fair.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Leanne still gets a point of inspiration. Alex does not.
Oh.
Yay.
I apparently do not have anywhere to put inspiration on my sheet. Oh well,
Just
I will
like
find it.
yeah, make a note of it somewhere. You get advantage on a thing
Oh
sometime.
yeah, no, I'm just putting it. It's a Google spreadsheet, so I literally just found an empty cell.
There you go. All right, cool. So everybody except for Alex, you piece of shit, has
I know,
a
right?
point of
Oh man,
inspiration.
FYI, it's not good enough.
What kind of elf are you anyway? Ugh.
He's
I'm the
only
worst.
half an hour.
All the real elves got inspiration.
I'm sorry, Alex. I didn't think of anything to bullshit about your character.
Guys,
We'll
entertain
do
me,
it
and you're getting
sometime.
inspiration. Like that's it. Okay, so as I was saying, 20 minutes.
Notice me sometime.
Nope, too late. You approach this large stone, this masonry structure, which is quite square in its construction. That is straddling the road. There's a drawbridge on either end of it of a wooden door behind a metal grid grate.
Portcullis?
Thank you,
Portcullis.
portcullis. Yes. So there is a large wooden door and a metal portcullis behind it.
Interesting.
How are you approaching this large, imposing?
Very
Obviously,
inelegant looking.
Oh, super! I was gonna say super inelegant. Obviously, of human construction.
Superhuman.
Ugh.
I'm walking up to the front and I'm gonna hit the door with my scythe to knock on it.
Donk, donk, donk. As you approach it, hey,
Oh,
hold fast. Who goes there?
I will cede the floor to Hemo Interest since he's the most important of us.
I am Sir Lord Hemo Entris. I demand
Fucking
passage.
Sir Lord. Now.
He's
Wait
You
for the next
He's
one.
really noble, you guys.
Just wait for the next one, Dan.
This is the highest tier of elf.
I'm gonna keep adding lines on.
Sir Lord King Regent Hemo Interest.
Of Canterbury.
Right, I wasn't told that anyone was coming today.
Yeah, well, we're here now. I demand entrance.
What's your business here?
What's our business here?
Traveling.
Traveling.
The way to Gorland.
To Gormineland.
Gorland.
Gorland.
Traveling to Gorland from where?
We can't really tell we came from Elflandia.
The forest.
Great land of Mapu.
From the camp in the forest where we spoke to Christie, General Christie.
Oh. Did General Christie send you here?
He directed us this way, yes.
Yes.
Roll deception.
Alright.
Fucking liars.
I didn't
What?
say
He
it.
sent us?
I know.
We're like,
I'm like,
What's
the
where
fucking-
we're going? And he said it's this way.
I rolled a 20.
He didn't send you, motherfucker.
Eat it, nerd.
Wait for me to roll a 1. I did not.
Motherfucker.
Roll a 17.
You want to call me out on this,
Sometimes you're good
doorman?
at lying.
Fuck you. He told me where this place is. That's good enough.
He did do that.
Alright. Fair enough. Let's see if I can get the effect here. Open the door! Raise the portcullis!
I pick up the gate and throw it on the ground.
It falls on the ground. It's broken now.
Haha! I win.
Look,
Fuck
You owe the
The
crown.
town is
1,000
immediately
gold.
ravaged by forest monsters.
Yes. The door slowly opens and the portcullis raises, and there is a singular man standing behind the portcullis as it raises.
I am going to assault this man's ears with a prey to the Raven Queen.
All I was gonna say was, well, it seemed like there were a lot more of you a minute ago. It's just one.
Hello,
Wait,
sir. You are
I'm-
quite singular.
I never
Glad
said there
you-
were more than one.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm just like her. You're like, raise the portcullis. I'm raising it. And then just one dude is doing the whole skit.
Well, no, Okay, yeah, well, fine. One
It
guy
is a
is
funny
reading
mental
you.
image.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so you assault his ears? How do you assault his ears?
I am just going into a very long prayer of greeting.
Do it.
I am half asleep,
don't-
and I've
don't
already
forget-
bullshitted so much tonight.
Don't forget the prayer for coming to a new town that you haven't been to before.
He
Oh,
begins
that's
his
right.
ritual by lighting 3 incense, one of
Also-
elderberry, one of strawberry, and one of flower.
Also,
May
the
she who swoops
passing
down
through a
upon
portal,
us
it's,
and carries us off to the next life, preen thine feathers with the glory
I
of
walk past
etc., 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 and I keep going.
Well, as you pass him, he kind of puts his arm out and sort of stops you. And he says, well, anybody that's gotten past general interests should have his marker. I assume you all have your markers.
Did you mean General Christie?
What did I say?
Entrance.
Oh, yeah.
Entrance.
I don't think he's a general.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I've
General
only
Christie.
been knighted in
He
7
holds
countries.
out his hand to show that he means your hand.
Does anybody have a
Mid prayer, I see this, and I am going to grab his hand. I am going to continue to extol the virtues of the Raven Queen in an attempt to distract him.
Roll me a performance or religion.
I'm going to go with religion and charisma, if that is all right.
That is all right.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. 18 plus proficiency, 20
Okay.
total.
Despite your exhaustion, I'm going to demand that you tell me exactly what you are doing to distract him from demanding this, as is his duty.
All right. What did he say? We all had the mark or something.
Yeah, I assume you all have your marker, and I'll need to see that.
Aye, truly, all are marked by the loving talons of the Raven Queen. For does she not bring us all into this life? And does she not take us all out? And I wait 2 seconds for an answer, and then when I presumably don't really get one, I just keep going. For what good is any marking, etc., etc.? And I just, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I'm tired and hungry. IRL.
Right, of course. But I will be needing, as you're in the middle of the fort now, all of you. But we will be needing to see.
For those under her great expanse will need for naught.
Right, but we
For
do
she
have to
brings
see.
us her prey, her great bounty,
These are our orders.
both spiritual and physical.
Peter, are you just talking every time he tries to talk like a little
Yes, that is exactly what's going to keep
Yes.
happening. I am going to browbeat him with
Okay,
religious
but
babble.
before you get to the other side,
Yes, truly, but
Oh.
we are as she is on
I
both
just-
sides
I
at
want-
once.
got here. It'd be terrible if something tragic were to happen.
are you
Chemo.
threatening me?
I was just mentioning that fires would be horrible and we'd like to sleep here through the night.
Chemo.
Oh, 1 sec.
Maybe keep the fires in a fire pit and not accidentally on the curtains.
Chemo.
It's good life tips, really.
Yes, but you sound like you're threatening to set the place on fire.
Are you
And
I-
we are not doing that.
I put the torch back in the holder.
It sounds like you're threatening me. It looked like right then you were threatening me, and he's
It's a great torch. We gotta move on now.
Going to do that.
right. But you understand that the other guards at the other side.
Now,
Sir,
really, I've only seen you in this entire place.
Right.
sir,
Well,
as you can see, we've spoken with General Christie. He said that we're fine.
Right. And you're clearly elves.
You can You can see the mark on my hand to prove that we've spoken to him. I think we're done here. Have a good day. We're just passing through.
But wait. I didn't see your mark, actually.
I show him my hand. I show him the...
The mark that's now gone.
Oh.
It's still visible.
Why? Why isn't it? All the others had glowing stuff. It was all sparkly.
Hey, I'm back, but I'm gonna pick up food in a little bit.
Okay.
'Cause I'm so goddamn hungry, I'm sorry.
It just faded, but he did get marked.
Deception!
I will do that. Just a moment while I look up my deception. Oh, I have a good deception.
In the land of the Raven Queen, no earthly mark will last. Truly,
go get
those
your
who are
dinner.
devout
Go
shall
get your
never
dinner.
miss. What?
Go get your dinner.
How is a
I'm waiting for it to
21
be
for
ordered.
you, Dan?
22.
21, but yeah.
21. That'll do it.
I'm a good liar.
Tell me, what are you saying again?
I said he was marked, but it faded for some reason.
I've never seen it. He's Alex, your hand is grabbed?
Maybe because he's only half elf.
He's kind of turning it over. Oh, he's a half elf.
Yeah.
Oh, well maybe
So maybe it didn't catch hold quite so well.
It could, yeah, that actually makes sense. Well, where's your mark?
Told me I didn't need one.
What?
He marked one of us.
Working with General Christie,
We're a group.
We helped him with official business of the kingdom.
What?
He informed us that we had been sufficiently marked for passage and that we could go.
Guys, we could have just lied and told him he only marks the bad ones.
Wait, what business did you help General Christie with exactly?
I need to know basis.
I don't believe we're at liberty to tell you, but you feel free to ask him.
Lo,
Right.
for what mortal magic can catch that which is the prey of the one true goddess?
You fuckers, fine.
Can't you just send a message with a bird or something?
I mean, what Alex and I said was basically the same thing. I said need to know
Yeah,
basis,
you
and he
assholes
said
have been deceptive enough that you have bluffed your way past both sets of portcullis / door guards.
I'm going to be
It's just the
obnoxiously
same guy
religious to this
walking
person
backwards.
until I get my way.
Don't forget the prayer for leaving a town you've just visited for the first time.
Oh yes, I'm familiar with the Raven Queen. You do have to do the prayer of leaving.
Indeed, for it shall take at least a night. Until then, I will roost upon the great nest that she has provided.
Excellent. Goodbye.
To your spare room.
Nope. Can't stay here. Gotta go. Bye.
Well,
I think we're resting on the road again.
Yep.
Don't have
Nope.
to go
You're
home, but you
gone
can't
from
stay
this
here.
hold fast. You can't come here. And the whole subplot that Danny had written is now completely useless because
But
you're a bunch
my-
of fucking lying pieces of shit.
but my
And-
rituals.
I'm a warlock who thinks
You're now
also
2
is a
miles
thief.
away from the
I
whole
lie.
fast and camping just off the side of the road. You've pitched a lovely camp. It's unbelievable. There was a clearing that is the perfect size for your party.
We
You have
pitched
a
a tent.
campfire going. You're cooking rabbit, and it's delicious. And you all fall asleep.
Danny?
And the adventure is over for today. Good night, everybody.
Hey, Danny,
Hey, Alex.
can I give you some game design advice?
Sure, go for it.
If you've got a subplot you really want to happen,
Mhm.
don't
You make
design
it
it to
happen.
hinge on passage or failure.
No, I'm learning just like all of us. Goodbye.
You can always catch us during the night or something.
Something.
I'm
Let's
going to-
unlive and stop broadcasting. I'm a bad DM.
I am, however,
You're
going
not a
to.
bad DM.
Wait, I love it.
I, however, am going to fuck right off right now.
Yep,
Uh,
fuck
I
off.
had-
I had fun though.
You
Go
can't
have
wait.
food.
I actually
Short
did have
session
quite a bit
today.
of fun.
Go have food.